Hey guys, it's Laura from Aren'tReallyHouse.com, and today I'm going to give you some tips on managing your time and tell you guys how I get things done with being a stay-at-home homeschooling mom and running a business out of my home by using time blocking. So recently on a Q&A that I did, I had several of you guys ask me how I manage my time, and I talked a little bit about my strategy and how I use time blocking, and there was a lot of interest in how I do that and what I mean by that, and so I decided to just devote a video to that. So here we go. This is actually gonna probably be a lot more simple than what you're expecting because I don't have any fancy thing that I do. I don't have things on the computer. I simply have a planner which has a calendar in there, obviously, and then I also have a little notebook that I use. And with these two things, I manage and kind of schedule out every single day, every single week, just with these two things, some pen and paper, old-fashioned, you guys. I am a mom, like I said. I have 4 kids. My oldest one is 6, and my youngest one is almost 2. And so it's pretty busy around here. I'm homeschooling my older 2 right now. I have been blogging for a year and a half and making YouTube videos, and I also teach people about essential oils and sell doTERRA essential oils. So with these little businesses in my home and the little ones running around and homeschooling, life is pretty busy. So when I sit down to work, I have to be focused because I only have a little bit of time to get something done before a kid wakes up from their nap or before it's time to cook dinner or whatever it is. So one thing that I have noticed is whenever I sat down to work before I started utilizing this whole time blocking thing, I would sit down and my mind would go like a million different directions, and I was scheduling something to Pinterest, I was taking a picture, I was writing a blog post, I was changing a diaper, I was making dinner, and trying to kind of intermingle blogging with kids and all the things into just however I can get it done in a day. And I was going crazy, and my kids were going crazy, and it just was not working for me. So what I do now is I have very set times, blocks of time, hence the name time blocking, that I can work on my blog, and then blocks of time that are just kid times, blocks of time for homeschooling time, and whatever block of time that I'm in, I only work on those things. So basically, for my blog, I have 3 slots of work time throughout the day for that, and that would be early morning before kids wake up, afternoon, right now, nap time, and then evening after everybody is in bed. So those are my 3 blocks of time for blog work. And then during the morning time in between when the kids wake up and nap time, that is getting breakfast made and meal prepping kind of for the day, also homeschooling the kids or doing any type of outing that we have planned. And then after nap time and before bedtime, that's completely just family time. When we have dinner, we do whatever activities we have for the night, things like that. So when I'm in the block of time of work time, I like to have scheduled out exactly what I'm gonna be doing, because like I said, I could pretty much be doing a million things at all times, and if I never ever did anything but worked on my blog, I would still find things to do because there's just always more to do with the blog and videos and all those things. And so to make my mind focus, I simply make 3 dashes on a piece of paper, and I write out exactly what I'm going to do in each one of those blocks. And that is going to be whatever's in front of that -1, that's what I'm gonna be doing during my morning time. Whatever in -2 is what I'm gonna be doing during my afternoon time, and whatever's in -3 is what I'm gonna be doing at nighttime after everybody's in bed. And then when I sit down, I can just look at what's on that piece of paper under that dash and know that that's what I have to get done in that time, and I don't go outside of that. I only work on what I have written in that spot at that time, and I don't think about anything else, and I can get so much more work done when I'm not distracted by thinking about all the other things I need to get done. I just focus on one thing at a time. And I am a person that loves to check things off. So this is super fun for me because after I'm finished, I can check off that little task that I finished. And then whenever that work time's over, so in the afternoon, that's whenever the kids are starting to wake up from their naps, I have that area checked off, and I can just close the book, close everything I'm doing with the blog, and know that now it's time to just focus on the kids and playing and doing all the things that involve being a mom. So during that time, I try to not think about the blog at all. I try to keep my phone even away from me, and so I'm not tempted to check any emails or DMs on Instagram or comments here on YouTube. So I just kind of shut off the blog mind and turn on the mommy mind. And then when my husband gets home from work, this is full family time. We eat dinner as a family every night together, and we have a lot of different activities that we do during the weeknights. And so we do all the different things with soccer practice, or we go to church on Wednesdays for Bible studies, just different things like that. And so we get all those things done. And then whenever the kiddos are in bed, now it's the block of time that is for me and my husband, and the time that we hang out and just sit and talk and have uninterrupted time to talk about our day. Usually we do some Bible study together, whatever it is that we're doing. And then after he is in bed, because he goes to bed kind of early because he wakes up very early to get to work, that's when I get back into blog mode, and I go back to my little piece of paper there and see what's on my time block for the third block of time, and then I'll work on, again, just that. The next method, this is really more pertains towards my business and blogging, and I have, like I said, I have a calendar. I do 2 posts every single week on my blog. So I have every blog post gets a video and a post with all the pictures and the Pinterest graphic, email, all the things. But this is simply my calendar to write down what I'm posting and when I'm posting. So every Tuesday and Fridays when I post. And so this calendar just has things on Tuesdays and Fridays, and I write in exactly what I'm going to be posting. So for this day, it's set on there, time blocking. So I could just share the video on that. And this is a really good thing for me, because as ideas come up in my head, or you guys will suggest things down in the comments, people will say, oh, do you have a recipe for this? And I'll say, oh, no, I don't. I'll put it on my list, and then I'll just simply go to a Tuesday or Friday that's opened on my calendar and stick it in there. Sometimes I will be scheduled for a month or 2 in advance with just basically my ideas for my blog. Other times I think about it just about a week before. It just depends on the ideas I have or the comments I get from all of my followers. But that's how I keep this stuff organized. Typically work really hard Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Friday, a lot of times I take off for the whole day. That's a day me and my sister like to hang out one day a week and get together, let the kids play, and just hang out for the day. So usually we do that on Fridays, in which case I'm not home for any nap time. I will usually have a block of time in the morning to get some stuff done, but then the rest of the day I'm gone. And then Friday night, that is the weekend. My husband's home for the weekend, and so I do 0 work on Friday night. I don't schedule anything at all for Saturday or Sunday until Sunday evening. Usually on Sunday nights is whenever I get my time blocking schedule all set. And so on Sunday evenings, I will sit down with my notebooks, again, nothing fancy, my notebooks and my pen, and I will just write in there the different, my 3 little dashes, what I want to get done, and kind of plan out my week. I'll simply write Monday, 3 dashes, Tuesday, 3 dashes, Wednesday, you get the drift. And I write it all in, and then I can just write out what I have done. You can just see this notebook is just, this one's almost full, and you'll see all my dashes in here and things that are crossed off, checked off my list. And that's just the way that I have found to really zone in and get things done, is to really just focus on one thing at a time. So that's it, you guys. That's how I've been managing my time. And I really do find that I can get so much done in a day just during a nap time. On Tuesdays is usually my record day, and those are videos that'll be going out the next week. During nap time, which is usually about 2 hours here, I can record 2 videos and get all the photographs done just during one nap time. And then obviously on Wednesday, it's gonna be a lot of editing, finishing up writing some blog posts, different things like that. But I really do feel like I can get so much more done if I am organized and know what I'm working on before I sit down to actually start working. I hope these are helpful to you guys. I know everyone's schedule is different. I am very, very blessed, I know, to not have to work outside of my home. And so I don't have to waste any time with a commute or dropping kids back and forth off at daycare, or picking up from school and waiting in the school line. So I do have all of my time here in my home, which definitely helps to have more time. And so if you guys are working parents or work outside of your home, I understand that this might not even work for you. It might look completely different for you, but this is just what works for me. And I just thought I would share those tips with you. So if you guys have any questions about this, comment down in the description below. I'd love to try to help you out further. And if you're new to my channel, I'd love to hit that subscribe button. I get out new videos every single week on essential oil education, natural remedies, and I share a lot of different healthy recipes. Thank you so much for stopping by our oily house.